If you're under 20 and you want to get taller, you have to watch this video. So let's get straight into it. If you're under 20 and you watch this video and you search on the internet how to get taller and how to increase your height, just know that it's not over and there are things that you can do to actually maximize the potential that you might grow. Now we all know that height is genetic by about 80%, but that leaves you with the 20% that you can do something about it. That means that if you don't do certain things, you might not reach your 100% full potential. And let's put everything on the table. Some people stop grow at a younger age. Some people stop grow when they are 13, some people stop grow when they are 15, 18, even 20. But for most guys, the age that you usually stop growing is around between 16 and 18. So if you're under 20, you still have the potential to might grow. I'll give you my example, my personal example. When I was about 18, I was around 173, 174 centimeter. And by the time that I was 21, I was already around 176, 177 centimeter. There's a reason that I grew these couple of centimeter, which is like around inch and a half, which is amazing to grow at that age. All my life, until I was 19, I was in an extreme underweight state. I was always really underweight, my BMI was really bad, and I was basically just bones and a little bit of muscles. I used to be a sport guy, but at the same time I was really skinny. People always used to like tell me about it, and it was very obvious that all my bones, my legs, everything is very thin, very skinny. I never mind that, I never cared about my height, but it did affect my height. Probably it affected my potential. I always grew consistently. I grew like 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter like each year, but there is probably a potential that I missed there. When I was 19, I actually started working out and gaining weight, gaining a lot of weight. When I was 19, I was about 51 kilogram. And when I was 22, I was already 86 kilogram. That means I gained 35 kilograms in that time. And I gained a lot of muscles and I ate very well, a lot of nutrition stuff. Now, if I waited with it, probably 2-3 years, I would probably just miss on that. I would probably just stay the same height and I would miss on the opportunity to grow a little bit more. And I can take also my little brother as example. My little brother ended up being around 178, 179 centimeter. We grew together. The only difference was he was a little bit chubby all our childhood. And that probably helped his potential to actually ended up a little bit taller than me, because he gave his body the energy, the food, to actually make him taller throughout the years that I prevented myself by being really underweight. So what are the things you actually need to do in order to maximize your potential to get taller if you're under 20? So basically, if you're 15, 16, 17, or even younger than that, the first thing you want to do is just make sure that you're in a calorie surplus. That means that you eat more than you burn in a day when it comes to calories. And yeah, you might get a little bit more fat, but it's gonna help you to maximize the potential growth for your body, because your body will have just more energy to put into growing your bones. And always in the future you can just like cut some weight and get it done with, but in the future you can't get any taller, so it's better to do it while you can. Now, I would also recommend to start working out in the gym. Just sign up to a gym, start lifting weights. So again, the calories that you bring in will go to also build your muscles. Also, lifting all the weights will put a lot of pressures on your bones, which can also help to build them and get them stronger and bigger. And to add to that, it's better if the food that you eat will be full of protein, like meat, cheese, fish, eggs, and maybe even buying like a protein powder. All those things can really help you to build muscle and also to give your body, again, more energy into building your bones and get taller. Also very important, we want to really maximize like every aspect that inflicts on growth. So that means also vitamins. Now, most people might tell you to just go and eat all the fruits and all the vegetables and everything. And yeah, it might be healthier, but it's very hard, especially if you're a teenager, to start tracking down all the vitamins that you need. So I would really recommend to just buy pills with vitamins, or maybe there's candies and stuff like that that are filled with vitamins. Just buy the ones with as much variety of vitamins as possible. Take them every day. It can really make a big change for your body in the process of getting taller. and that's something that you really need to try if height is very important for you. Another tip is to just do a lot of sport that put a lot of pressure on the bones. It's very important to put pressure on the bones. You don't want to just stay in bed all day and not let your bones actually have a little fractures in them, which are very important into building bigger, stronger bones. So do any sport. It can be basketball, soccer, any sport that you like, and it can also help you to just be healthier, and also it might help you to grow taller. And the last tip, which is probably the most important one, is just sleep. You want to have a very good night's sleep. That means that you want to sleep at least for 7-8 hours a night. If you can do for more, that's better. Don't have sleepless nights. Don't start staying on the phone every day until the morning and then go to school or something like that. Actually sleep, and if you can even sleep afternoon, do it as well. Sleep as much as you can, because while you sleep, that's the time that your body can actually use everything that you brought into it, all the energy to actually grow. So sleep is very important. I know it's very tempting at that age to just stay awake at night, but again, if you care about your height and you actually search for this kind of videos and these kind of tips, just do it now, because at some point it will be too late. I really wish that I knew all this stuff before. I just happened to know this stuff only when I was after 21, when I really started to care about it. I was very glad to know that I actually did some of those stuff while I could still do it, and I still got taller until I was like 20, 21, which is pretty rare. Because you might stop growing and that's it, and you might stop growing at 15 or 16 or 17, and it's pretty much over for you if you're 18. But if you're 18 or 19, just try. Like, what do you have to lose, really? Just try and do this stuff. Give your body like the last chance to actually get taller, even if it will be by 1 or 2 centimeters. It's gonna be huge for you. You're gonna feel it. So don't miss out on those years. If you're 20, and especially if you're under 18, you have to do those things to give your body the extra 20%, which is not determined by your genetics. That was it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to know more about this stuff, I can make longer videos in the future talking about it. I really hope that you find this video very helpful, and I'll see you guys again in the next video.